Hi guys, and welcome back to World of Tanks, and slightly shorter episode tonight, only 2 replays. And the first one, it's a tier 8 match. I'm in the STA-1, the Japanese tier 8 medium tank, and I'm doing getting a few points towards completions at this point. And you know, it's not a brilliant match this one. In fact, it starts off a bit poorly, to be honest. But it ends up quite a good steady match. And I don't feature this tank very often. I don't go in it very often. I do kind of struggle with it a little bit. It reminds me a bit of the CDC, but it's just not as fast. It's got a good fast firing 90mm with fairly high pen. Well, yeah, quite high pen, 212 I think it is. Good gun depression and not much armour to speak of, but it's not as fast as the CDC and it's not quite as mobile. It's got good, good hull traverse, turret traverse. Just feels as though it's lacking slightly, and it's just the overall speed and acceleration that I just find that I struggle with it, possibly because of that. But I don't know. I just expect it to be faster than it is, but it's not, and I don't know. Well, this is one of the better games that I've had in it anyway, and yeah, I don't know. It's not a bad tank. I just struggle with this one for some reason, and God, I've had this for so long, more or less since the Japanese line was launched. Definitely on PS4. I don't know if it was launched at the same time on Xbox. But I've had this in my garage since not long after, actually, to be honest. And I don't know what it is. I've only got about 30,000 XP on it. It's a very, very tricky grind. Well, not tricky. It's a very horrible grind because it uses none of the components from any of the tanks before it, so everything in the tech tree, everything in its sort of upgrade packs are all very, very expensive, and you've just got to grind them out, and it doesn't matter which line you go down. Well, at that point there wasn't any other. It doesn't get any cheaper. And that damn WZ131, I just could not hit the little turd. I decided to give chase a little bit, not too far. Just round here, and again, miss, so yeah. Not going very well so far. Now, I know there's still an ELC up on top of the hill with the lighthouse. And it's looking a bit sparse around here, but it looks like... Well, it looks like there weren't really any enemy tanks around this way. Our friendly tanks seem to have swept straight round, so I thought I'd go around and just see what I can do, see if I can get a bit of damage in. Keep an eye out for that ELC, see if he pops up and see if I can take him down. But you know, it's not overly slow, it just, I don't know, it doesn't feel as though it's as fast as it should be for the sort of lack of armour on it, if you get what I'm sort of saying. Anyway, managed to get around the other side of the hill, and as I thought, just no enemy tanks, no resistance, keeping an eye out on the 5100. Can I hit him? No, but I can hit the T-34. And I'm going to get behind the building just in case. Now, it says that there is an enemy looking at me, and I don't know if the T-34 had turned around and looked at me, or if it was the LC, so I'm checking over to my right there. And it didn't really occur to me that it could possibly have been the guys down on the left. I thought I was actually... Well, I wasn't sure that they could have seen me, but nothing was looking at me then, so I felt quite safe. I knew it was spotted because obviously the T-34 that I was shooting at. Managed to get a hit on the Lerva. Can't quite hit the Jagdpanther. Still keeping an eye on the map on that ELC in case he moves a bit closer over, or if it comes up saying that I'm, being targeted. Not a very good shot on the Lerva, so I'm going to move forwards a bit. Oh, WZ131, there he is. Got you at last. That was very, very satisfying, by the way, when I did that. In fact, I kept missing him earlier, and then I just managed to kill him with the last shot. That was quite satisfying. Now, I thought that one was actually going to miss. It almost seemed to curve towards it at the last second. And can I take him down? Yeah. So I was starting to build up a bit of damage now. Like I say, it did start off quite poorly, this match. But it's quite a decent support tank, this, if you like that sort of gameplay. Tiger 2. Oh, just... I think that was a... Actually, it might have been a slightly high roll, but it still just left him on a little bit. but the rate of fire on this is really quite good. It's I think it's just over 8 rounds a minute. Now, I'm being spotted by something, and I'm not entirely sure where. I thought it was the LC, but I couldn't see him. There is a heavy. It's an IS that's left, I think. I'll check in a second. And, yeah, there we are, it's an IS. And I just couldn't quite figure out, and then he pops up on radar, and I do take a hit from him, but he was on very, very low health, so it was just a quick snapshot into him to finish him off. And now there's just the ELC up on the top of the hill near the lighthouse. And I'm kind of half expecting to basically spot him and then RT to take him out, but he could be hiding around the back of the lighthouse. And yeah, I wasn't quite sure which way to go. I've never ever been up here, ever. So yeah, I wasn't sure which way to actually go to get up here. And there he is. Yeah, he's hiding around the other side of the lighthouse from RT. And now he's spotted me, so he knows I'm coming up. And I know that when I go around one way, he's going to try and come the other way, so slam it into reverse. Again, I'm probably going to take a hit, and I do. And he rams me as well for, well, a little bit of his own damage. And yeah, I was considering pushing him off, but I thought I'd shoot him instead. And there you go. So what looked to be quite a poor round actually turned out not too bad. So I came out of that with, well, a daily double of 4,664 with exactly 2,600 damage done, and I very much doubt I could do that again. A little bit of blocked actually, which is surprising. I don't know if I took a ricochet in there somewhere, I didn't notice it. I did get an extra 1,000 XP from that op though, and it put me top of the table with second on the table with 5 kills, because I was top tier, and I think the lower tier came above me, and it looked like I had quite a good game as well, so well done. But yeah, that's definitely one of the better matches I've had in that. It's not a tank that I get on with very well. Now, second one for you. Again, I'm top tier again. Quite favourable matchmaking, in fact. There's 4 tier 8s on each side, and I'm in the Tiger 2, the German tier 8 heavy. I do like the Tiger 2. I've kept the Tiger as well. I think I will probably be keeping the Tiger 2. In fact, I know I'll be keeping the Tiger 2, and, well, I don't know, we'll see about the E75. I may well keep that as well. But I do very much like the Tiger 2. I've got it fully upgraded with the 10.5 centimetre, I think it is, the long version, 225 pen, and I think 320 average damage. Now, it's an encounter, and that was quite a lucky shot on the Alcohol Panther, and I managed to set him on fire, and he disappeared over the ridge and blew up. So yeah, quite a nice start to this match. Nope, not quite quick enough for the MT25. No, I wasn't quick enough. Definitely not. Now, something spotted me, and Artie's already had one go at me. Keeping an eye on the MT25 in case he decides to go up and come down that bit. But I don't think he has. He's either hiding around the corner. Oh, there he is. Yeah, he's hiding up around the corner. Who can blame him? There's quite a few big tanks over here on our team. Oh, didn't manage to do any damage to the T-34-100, but I did knock his tracks off. I'm not going to reload in time for the Tiger 131 and take a hit from RT, which knocks out my gunner. So that's my repair kit gone. But I did manage to put one into Tiger 131 there. Oh, just missed. I do have a bit of a thing with RNG at the beginning of this match. Sort of aimed fully, and yeah, it just keeps going wide or high. Like that. So I was getting a bit frustrated at this point because it just seemed to keep missing, so I went a bit further forward to aim more for centre mass. And that one actually goes in for once. Now, he's backing off. Am I going to reload in time to get a shot in? Oh, just missed him. Possibly would have had time to let that aim a little bit quicker, but RT knocks my tracks off. And now I'm just waiting. Where is he? I've got to keep an eye out round the corner as well, because on the left there's a heavy tank, a couple of heavy tanks, and a light tank as well. There's a 12T. And I miss him. The shot dips down into the ground just in front of him. I'm not overly concerned about him penning me from the front, to be honest, so I'm going to... Well, it looks like he's going to be dealt with, so I think I'm going to have a go at this tiger, and bounce, of course. But he's tracked, and I've got his lower glacis, so that one went through. Damaged his engine, not enough to set him on fire though. I'm just going to keep popping back and forward. He looks like he's possibly fully upgraded. Definitely got the top turret. And yeah, it looks like he's probably got the top gun as well, with the rate of fire that he's sort of giving out. Now, still got his lower glacis. Managed to put one through. I'm just keeping an eye on that heavy that's over to my left on the map as well, just in case. Well, just in case anything happens. I don't want him coming round and giving me a surprise, but there's enough allied tanks behind me and to the left, I think, to deal with him. And one more should do this tiger too. And there we go. Now, is that 12T still alive? Nope, that's the MT-25. And yeah, it looks like we've basically won this side of the map, or this this sort of end of the map. And I'm going to work my way down towards the cap, where there's well, we've got a couple of heavies, 3 mediums, arties left, and I owe him one. Oh, can I get the MT-25? A bit of a dodgy shot, but I track him, and yeah, he's done. Oh, an artie's just popped up on the map as well. And I notice, yep, there you go, about then. And that was a slightly high roll actually, but it just wasn't quite enough to finish him off, and somebody else gets the kill. But now Art is not in the game, that takes the pressure off a little bit. You're not going to be expecting anything to come raining down on you from above, which is always nice. We've kept the advantage. Now I know that there's a Panther, I think it is, left. There's a CDC in here somewhere. 361H, I think. And I think I do check and see what's actually left at some point, although I think it might be after we've taken a couple out. Now I'm just seeing if I can see anything down here, but they're just around the other side. And that's when the CDC pops up. Get a nice hit into him and he gets out of there, which I don't blame him. He's spotted, he's in a paper tank. 361H takes a few hits and pulls back. And I'm fairly confident now that I don't think they're going to be popping up and putting shots into me, so I'm going to see if I can do anything about these guys in the riverbed. There's the Panther. Put a shot in, bit of a low roll. Oh, no, they are going to put shots in, but that's when I decided to go down into the riverbed. I didn't want to expose the top or the side of my tank. And yeah, just go for the ram. And donk the shot. Yeah. Not my proudest moment, but at least that's another gun out of the game, so I got a fair bit of damage from him. Now we've got a couple of heavies. I think one's the 361H. There he is, coming down over the dunes, look. The CDC's up at the top, and I think it's Hammer that's left as well. And he's got himself in quite a good position there, the CDC, behind the rocks. He's just popping out. And yeah, I saw him coming down, which is why I aimed. Managed to, well, did I track him? Yeah, I tracked him and damaged his engine. And I just noticed his tracks go back up, so I was just wondering why I didn't pull back. And I didn't notice that I damaged his engine when I was actually in game. So I wonder if I'd actually knocked it out and his tracks came back up, but he was still waiting for his engine. And now, well, we're capping. There's the Hammer and there's the CDC, and I'm a bit, yeah, just being a bit cautious here. I don't want that Hammer, not the Hammer. I don't want to take any unnecessary hits in the side from the CDC, but I don't see him. Well, I don't see him anywhere, so pop out, give the Hammer a bit of a hit. And can I reload? Nope, I didn't, and I took a hit from him as well. But somebody else took him out, and there's the CDC. Take a hit from him. Now, that one bounced, luckily. I don't want to take any more unnecessary hits. I've just basically, well, took a bit of an unnecessary one from the Hammer, really. And then took one from the CDC. and yeah, it gets taken out. I'm not sure what by there. I thought it was Artie when I was in game, but no, there's no Artie left, so not entirely sure. But quite a nice game in the Tiger 2, and that's why I like the Tiger 2. It's become quite a good fun tank, and I can't believe that I've not gone for it sooner. But came out of that with the first class mastery, high caliber, and a Confederate, and 4,742 damage done, with just over 1,400 blocked as well, and a little bit of assisted, just over 500 there. But yeah, that's why I like the Tiger 2. Anyway, I hope you've enjoyed tonight's episode. I hope you've all had a good weekend as well, and well, keep my fingers crossed that Japan win this Battle of the Nations. So anyway, I'll be back tomorrow with another video. So until then, take care out there, and I will catch you next time. See you later.